Pompi, you're awake now, eh?
Very much awake. Very much awake.
If you're seeing a change in Pompi's energy, the wife just dropped by. Bro is awake. and I'll ask you, in fact, let me just ask.
Yeah.
Because you're married to Esther Chungu.
Yeah.
Who's, both of you are musicians.
Yeah.
In fact, you guys remind me of a couple in Kenya called Nameless and Wahoo.
So, Nameless and Wahoo, yes.
So they are very popular. It's because I've been working with you, and everywhere I walk with you, I'm just like, Pompi, selfie, Pompi thing. And she's also
pretty
huge.
Yeah.
How's that dynamic going? I think after that I won't indulge in. I think your marriage is personal. It's not,
I hear you.
It's none of our business.
I don't know. It's fine. I think it's good because sometimes it's good when the partner you are with is in the same kind of space. Why? Is because like, for example, if one is an artist, maybe the other one is not. There are situations maybe that will not be understood because, you know, the person, like, for example, there are stereotypes like, oh, artists are, you know, are playful, you know, those kind of things. So sometimes you find, and a lot of my friends who are artists who are dating or what, find that maybe their partners would be very, very insecure because they're thinking, no, you know, artists, how they are.
Yeah.
But, you know, obviously when you are both artists, you know that, you know, how you handle fame, how you handle people. She would understand why sometimes maybe I would just want to stay home and I don't want to interact with anyone. Why? It's because I just want my space. She understands, but maybe someone would not understand, like, no, I want to go watch a movie, or I want to, you know, I want to be in a public place, or, you know. But yeah, so I think it's nice because, yeah, we relate on so many levels. We relate on so many levels. There are certain things I don't need to explain. That she just relates. She gets it. She gets it. Yeah.
Yeah, because in her own right, she's a huge artist.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Very huge.
Okay. Let me rewind now. So I've understood you letting go of the business, which is huge. And I also wanted people to see that your business dynamics. Because you are a businessman with employees who understands paying suppliers, you know, all of these other things. But one of the questions I was asking, one of the questions I was asking is, have you let go to the point where clients are able to, you don't have to be the face, you know? So let's say a person wants to do business with Atmosphere. No, me, I want to see Pompi here.
So we got rid of that. So right now, there's a gentleman, Mr. Piri. So he's my manager. So if there's business to be done with Pompi, there are those, anyway, you just handle it with wisdom. There are those ones that are completely new.
Yeah.
Those ones, they obviously, even the number they would have or get access to is my manager's number. But there are those people who I've known for a long time, maybe have a long-term relationship. I will initiate the conversation, but in regards, and I'll take my minutes down about the conversation and what needs to be, and then I'll hand it over to Mr. Piri, and he, just for the sake of, they are those people who they consider it like, maybe like, he's changing on us, you know. And I think every businessman will go through that, because obviously you need free time to have strategic things. You can't be, what do they call it? You can't be at the customer service desk and running a business again, you know. You know. So the sales and the customer service, I feel, is one side. I consider myself a factory worker, so I don't consider myself someone who's on the sales front. I think I work in a better supervising the factory. So the business side is run by Mr. Bernard, meeting clients, all of that sort of stuff. On my end, I just make sure the music, the productions, that all of that stuff is produced well, and yeah, up to our company standard. Yeah.
Okay. Broken English. Did you have any videos What videos were on that?
Broken English, I just did live performances.
Live performances?
Yeah, yeah.
Not even one video was in that?
Not even one video.
And that was intentional?
That was intentional. Oh, no. Actually, I did one video, Capena.
Oh, Capena. No, Capena was on Broken English. But Capena wasn't on Become?
No, I'm even confused.
Am I teaching you about your own album?
Capena
is on Become.
It's on Become, eh?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Ah, you're a G, eh? You've been schooling me on my album, bro. That's how you know it's a good interview. That's how you know it's a good interview. Yeah. So yeah. Then Broken English actually then it's nothing.
Okay, cool.
No videos. So just live. So like I said, Broken English, I wanted it to be that live experience.
Yeah.
And it worked well in regards to the performance, because what happened is that this same live experience, how the business, obviously how we got into even events is that we're offering this live experience, and we would send out a quotation that, oh, you can book Pompi, you can hire equipment if you want, but if you're going to hire equipment, this is the technical rider. Yeah. Or optionally, we've got the equipment, you can hire the equipment from us.
Oh, I get. I get. Because,
and obviously the corporates would prefer to hire the same equipment.
That was sharp.
So, yeah.
Because you're like, yeah, listen, this is our technical rider. Before we come and do a gig,
exactly.
This, that. That means you must have started saying no to some gigs.
Too many. I've actually become quite known to be quite difficult.
Yep.
Yeah, known to be quite difficult. I don't have a problem saying no. Right. I really don't. When I feel that the artistic integrity is being taken away from, I would rather say no to a gig. And there've been a lot that I've said, even churches, and without shame. I mean, I'll get to a church, maybe we agree on the sound check being at 11. I get there at 10:45, you know, wait there 11:30. I ask, oh, where's the sound engineer? I say, oh, he's just finished bathing, he's coming. Yeah, that's my cue to go. I say, yeah, guys, I'm out. But most of the time there's that fear that, oh, okay, no, what will the man of God think? Yeah. You know, all those things. But I feel as an artist, only you can establish a culture, because also that's how you'll be received. If you condone it, people will receive you that way all the time.
I get it.
And yeah, with all due respect, I would say that no, unfortunately, I obviously was okay with singing here and what, but unfortunately, because things haven't moved according to the program, unfortunately I'll be leaving. Yeah, so that would never happen. I mean, it's like, oh my God, you know, but you know, yeah. But it's who's this? Is Daddy? Who's this? Who's preaching on this day?
Yeah.
You know, oh, Papa, who's this? Who's preaching on this day? You know, but I feel that yeah.
So there's some places that people must have excommunicated you.
Yeah.
Because they're like, this guy is wrongly, because they think you're either snobbish or
exactly.
You're a diva.
Exactly.
But it's not. It's just
yeah. I think I think in the beginning. But I think as time went on, because I've noticed that the way people receive me as an artist is completely different. Even I've realized even in corporate circles and stuff like that, we get less phone calls. But when we do get the phone calls, the people who call sort of already know, because of the
set your culture.
We've set the culture. Yeah.
Look, you're not allowing the culture to,
I'm not allowing for the culture, me to be given a culture and for it to be still. We have a culture, we stick to it. If it's not, you know, and that's how, you know, like I would say, like even for example, companies always do this, like, oh, even with payments, for example. Oh, first we go through we first have a PO, a purchase order, and then what happens is how the business runs is that after 30 days is when you're gonna get your payment. Now, there's that approach where as the person who's getting the service, most of the time, you can agree to that and say, okay, no, after 30 days. But then you can say that, no, also my company has got a policy.
Yep.
My company, the culture is that 50% before 50% afterwards. So it now depends on you whether you want to change your culture, because they are sort of putting their culture and making you conform to their culture. But you can also stand and say, no, but this is my culture and this is what. So I believe business started working a bit much better for us, and when we just said we're going to stick to our culture. It costed us sometimes. It costed us, but it paid off. Because now the reputation worked in the positive. Because yes, we're known, those guys are, they are very difficult, but also that, no, at least they get the job done. Yeah. So I think that was the beneficial side of that.
I love it. But it also means that you must deliver value, so that even though you've got this culture of professionalism and how you work, even the ones who people have been forced to change to adapt to your culture because they know you will deliver this value. Exactly.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So, like, for example, things like sound check. It wasn't actually in the church culture. A lot of churches, it would just be you go, you sing. The sound engineer does the things as you are singing. So obviously having that shift in the culture, like no, we need to have a sound check before. This is the kind of keyboard we want, because the sounds we want to use but they were like, no, but we've got a keyboard at church. Like, no, I understand you've got a keyboard, but we want a particular keyboard, So, but now things from the time we started, things have changed. Now, like you ask for a keyboard, they're like, okay, so we've got 3 versions of that keyboard. I'm like, oh yes, salute. You've come a long way, but in the beginning,
I get it.
It was crazy,
And that's why I'm thinking how far you guys have come, because like I told you, you are doing things which the people whose shoulders I stood on. People like Peter Dera, Kanji. It's like you're moving from that to now. Within your time frame.
I hear you.
That's a lot of change. Okay, let's talk about Become. You started. What's the vision? What pushed you to now say, okay, fine, let me do another album?